Joe has 5 more dimes than quarters. If he has a total of $4.70, how many dimes does he have? Now in this case we have two unknowns. We don't know how many dimes he has, and we don't know how many quarters. So we're going to set up two equations to have a system of equations. Your first equation comes from the first line. Joe has more dimes than quarters. So we have the number of dimes and the number of quarters. So the question is, who gets the plus 5? The dimes or the quarters? Just be careful. In this case, the quarter is the one that gets the plus 5. Because if you have 10 quarters, it'll be 10 plus 5. That means that you have 15 dimes. 5 more dimes than quarters. The second equation will come from your total of money. We know that dimes are worth 10 cents and quarters are worth 25 cents. So therefore, the number of dimes multiplied by 0.10 will give you how much money you have in the dimes. The same way for the quarters, 0.25 multiplied by how many quarters you have, and that'll be $4.70. So this is how much money you have in the dimes, how much money you have in quarters, and the total. Now, instead of working with decimals, since everything has 2 decimal places, I'm going to multiply by 100, and I end up with 10D plus 25Q is equal to 470. Some of you guys will start rewriting it just the first time as this, which is fine. Now, I have two equations, and you can do it by substitution or combination. In this case, because we have D is equal to, I'm going to plug this Q plus 5 instead of the D. I'm going to replace it. So now I have 10. Instead of the D, I'm going to replace it with Q plus 5 plus 25Q is equal to 470. And now I can solve for Q. Distribute to property, so we have 10Q plus 10 times 5 is 50 plus 25Q is equal to 470. Combine like terms. That gives me 35Q plus 50 is equal to 470. Now I'm going to move my 50 to the right. We're going to say negative 50. That gives me 35Q is equal to 420. And I'm going to divide. 420 divided by 35. That is 1. 1 times 35 gives me 35. And that is 7. 35 goes into 70 twice. So Q is equal to 12. You have 12 quarters. And the question is how many dimes you have. So we're going to replace it in here. D is equal to quarters, which is 12, plus 5. So dimes is equal to 17 dimes. So you have 17 dimes is your answer.